Hello guys and girls and welcome back. It's your boy Big John and I'm here with the source. Oh yes. Today what I'm going to be showing you is a breakdown of how the Neo indicator can work when we are back testing this system. Now of course it's not completely finished yet, but I just want to go over some elements just to show you that it is on MT4 and it is currently still being coded and will be out soon. So what we're going to do here is go over the two trades that we took with the Neo strategy in January, which was GBP AUD and Euro AUD as well. Now, when we come over to the charts here on TradingView, this is just to show you what I do in my weekly analysis in my lifetime access VIP group. And this is the Zoom calls I do on Sundays, 6 p.m. London time. And we can see this is GBP AUD. This was a 17R trade, which was absolutely fantastic. It was a sell trade we managed to catch going all the way down here. And of course, this is Euro AUD over here, which we managed to catch this sell trade as well, which again was an 18R trade. We also managed to catch this trade this week here as well, which was another 200 pips for a 4.0R trade, which is fantastic. This just shows you how the consistency of the Neo strategy and how the indicator will continue to work. So let's head over to MT4 and get straight into this. Okay, so right now you can see I'm on MT4 and this is the strategy tester mode. You can also see I've got one of the projects of the Neo indicator added in here and the strategy tester is actually running at the moment. What we are going to be paying attention to here is what we can see on the actual chart, and this is the Neo dashboard. You can add as many pairs as you want to this actual setup, but let's just go over GBP AUD here. So you can see the trend / age. So this is going to get updated, so it does say trend there as well, and this was 21 days ago. It was actually bearish from this point here where we're actually looking at now, and of course the ADR here is 157 pips on this actual day we are paying attention to, which is the 19th of January. And then if we go a little bit further, we can also see I've added this extra column here, which is the ADR2. Now I will go over this a little bit more when I'm starting to look for the ADR take profit levels, just so you can understand what's going on. What we're going to be really looking at in this video is the stop hunt 1 and the stop hunt 2, mainly the stop hunt 1 because the stop hunt 2 is not as big as the stop hunt 1, but it does give us a kind of on your marks, get set, go type of setup. So again, the stop hunt 1, which is reading the amount of volume that the H4 chart is actually pushing in, and stop hunt 2 is the H1 chart and the volume that the market is actually pushing in order for us to possibly get a reversal trade. So right here we can see straight away, because it is strategy tester mode, I can't actually draw a lot of fancy stuff on here to show you the Neo chart display, but I will just instantly let you know that price action is actually right now on a higher time frame in a supply zone. We've also got this line here that's marking up the liquidity that again will be part of the indicator once the chart display is finished, and we can see here straight away on stop hunt 1 that it is showing us it's blue, so it will flash between blue and the color you're looking for, so sell or buy, with a possible 0 there when it does show the color. Now this is telling you you pretty much need to be ready for your trade setup on the 15-minute time frame, looking for an entry. And if we pay attention to what's actually happening over here on the market, we can see that on the 15-minute time frame right here, and you see it just changed there with live price action data, that there was a break of structure here in the market. So when the break of structure on the 15-minute time frame did occur, this will change to 1, just like you saw this over here change to 1. So right now we would currently be in this trade setup looking to take our long-term sell trade. And of course when the market pulls back to this area just like it did here, this will also turn into a 1 as well, because it is a retest of that 15-minute break of structure. Your stop loss will be just above this high here, or it will be a few more pips extra. Of course when you've got the EA, the bot will be able to do that for you with all your risk management parameters set. So that would be absolutely fantastic for you when you switch on auto trading. And of course we're just waiting to see what price action does. Now what we would be looking for here is at least 1 to 2 times ADR. This was the initial entry for a Neo trade setup, so we would have been looking for a 2 times ADR trade, which is 314 pips. So in my previous videos there were ADR levels here, but just to avoid having too much noise on the chart and also for coding reasons, I've decided to just go with a simple thing for you to be able to work out from your entry here. You're just going to be looking for 314 pips. So 314 pips is around about this level here, which is 1.75901. So if I just get this here, which is just around this area here. So what we can see is my TP2 would be here. And if I'm looking for a TP1 in this trade, it would just be 157 pips. So all I would have to do is work out 157 pips from here, which is just around about here. So that's 1.77487. So let's just do that here. So I've got my TP1 marked up and my TP2 by easily just seeing the ADR values here. Now what we can see from price action here is that the market has started to buy up a little bit more, and this is why I say your stop loss should not just be directly above the high. It should be a few more pips. Again, you will be able to do this with the expert advisor, or if you're manually trading, you could just simply move your stop loss a bit more up in this direction by 5, 10 pips or 15, completely up to you. Now what we can actually see here is the market has broke back past here, so there could be another break of structure here, but you would be able to set the expert advisor to just take one trade entry, and it would be able to take another trade entry if this stop loss did hit, so you don't get multiple entries and then of course your account going into too much drawdown or blowing your account depending on the amount of risk you are taking per trade. So what we're going to do is just fast forward this a little bit more. And here we can see that the market has started to break down a little bit more for us, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, I do need to add that the change of character would be like here. So it's usually around the swing highs and the swing lows. So we'd have a change of character around about here. And again, once price action breaks this level with a 15-minute candle as is set to the 15-minute chart, you would be able to see this would change to a blue, 0 or a 1 as well. It would do exactly what you're seeing on this right now. So what this is actually doing here on Stop Hunt 2, which is the 1 hour chart, of course, price action is starting to pull back, so you're seeing it changing between blue and 0 and being the color that it's pulling back in, which is bullish, and green. Now you don't have to worry too much about that, because what do we see over here? Stop Hunt 1, which is the 4 hour time frame, which is a lot more pressure, of course being a higher time frame. It's telling us that this trade entry is bearish, and this is exactly what we're looking for. We want to make sure our Stop Hunt 1 is getting ready for a trade or is currently in the color of the trend direction we are looking to take the trade in. It will change between blue and 0 until price action actually closes that 1 hour candle. As you can see right over here, it's gone back to blue. What it's doing is just telling you that, look, you can pay attention to what's happening here. There's a possible pullback on a 1 hour time frame. Just be vigilant of that type of thing. Usually, and I would say probably about 95% of the time, Stop Hunt 2, which again is the 1 hour chart, is not really going to take you out of a trade. It can happen here and there, but it does not happen often. Again, if we're paying attention to Stop Hunt 1, that's one of the crucial factors that we're looking for here. If that starts to change, that's when you need to be a lot more cautious when it comes to, how you're managing your trade setup. So let's just keep going forward. And right over here, so we can see that the change of character has been broken, and this is where this would change to a 1. This would have looked like this one until of course price action has closed below that level, and this would have changed to a bearish color, and it would have changed to a 1. And of course, if the market retests this area, then this one here will now change to a 1 as well. So let's just move forward a little bit. And right there. So if we go here, you can see there was a retest to this area, and this is where you would have got a retest here. So I do want you to know there are alerts for all of these setups here. So that's perfect for you. So you can have your alert waiting for your Stop Hunt 1, which is your most crucial stop hunt, before you take the trade setup, which is in the designated area, which is your supply and towards your liquidity zone. And then you'd be able to have the time to work out, the risk you're taking. Has the trade hit all of the confluences? All this type of information. So that's exactly how the change of character retest will be for you, and you'd be able to get an alert for that for this entry. The EA will also be able to take you trade entries like that if you do set it to take, break of structures, retests of break of structures, change of characters, or retests of change of characters. Again, I use the break of structures, and mainly I use the 15-minute time frame. So I would suggest realistically sticking with that. Let's just move it a bit more forward and see what starts to happen here. Okay, so now we can see TP1 has hit. You're seeing this change a lot because we're seeing pullbacks happening in the market, but notice how the stop hunt 1 has not changed yet. The stop hunt 2 has, just to tell you that there's movement in the market. And like I said, this is a real-time indicator / expert advisor, so you will see this moving. It does not lag, it does not repaint. So this is why this is fantastic for traders to be able to see this. And right there. So now we can see TP2 has been hit. And again, stop hunt 1 is still bearish. This is what I'm talking about, guys and girls. This is absolutely beautiful what I'm showing you here. So this is how you would have been able to take your trade setup, as simple as that. We can see that the indicator was originally blue when price action was in its supply area and went towards its liquidity zone. We saw price action actually hit its liquidity zone, grab the liquidity it needed. And then what we saw on the chart was a 15-minute entry after that liquidity grab. And then slowly as price started to sell, this turned into a 0/1 and we was able to enter the trade. It was as simple as that. We had our TP levels marked out for TP1 and TP2 based on the ADR value 1 here and the ADR value 2 over here as well. If you was looking for price action to go a little bit further, I would say ADR 3 is just as simple as adding 1 more times of the ADR from your take profit 2 level. So let's just move this down a little bit more. And then if we go here, this is our take profit 2 level. So 154 pips is around this area here. So we're looking at 1.74352. And then straight away, we can see where our take profit 3 level would be if price action goes there. So let's see what price action actually does. And you can see right over here, price action has actually hit our take profit 3 level. So this is if you're catching a very big swing trade. I think this took about a week and a half to hit take profit 3. I think it was about 8 days or something like that. Of course, you'd be able to even see it here anyway in terms of the age. This is literally how it works, guys and girls. It's really, really that simple. It's not complicated at all. And this is how you'd be able to trade NEO like that. Now let's head over to Euro AUD. So again, we are on Euro AUD, and now you can see how the trade setup isn't exactly in our favor just yet. We can see here stop hunt 1 and stop hunt 2 is both bullish at the moment. We can see that the age/trend is bearish. So it's 21 days ago it actually started to sell from, and we're just going to move this forward just so we can start to see what happens here. So already you can see that stop hunt 1 has started to go blue, telling us that the 4-hour volume is starting to become more and more weaker, and we could be seeing a possible sell reversal kicking in. Again, you would have had an alert for that to appear, so that would be fantastic for you. Let's just move this forward a little bit more. And here we can see our liquidity zone area is here. So price action has gone towards this liquidity area. Not all the time it's going to hit it exactly. This is a very good area where it's gone towards. And our supply area was just in here as well, which was fantastic. So our supply area was another box that would have been going across your screen like that. So you can see price actions in the supply area. We can also see that volume is starting to become weaker for a possible reversal. We know the trend is bearish as well. So now we're just waiting for our 15-minute alert. Again, what you would have done here is just switched on the auto trading bot that would have had all your settings on there. And just like this, some people have asked me, do you have to have multiple pairs open? Yes, exactly like this. So you can see how I've got GBP AUD open and Euro AUD open. Any other trades I would be looking at, I'll just have it set open like this, and I can switch on auto trading on each and every one of them that I'm looking for a trade setup once price action has hit what I need it to do, which is the trend has to be in my direction. Price action has to be in between the supply demand area. I'm just waiting for price action to grab liquidity or be extremely close to it, just like you can see over here. And then now I'm switching on my bot ready to take a trade, or manually I'm just waiting for a break of structure. So let's just move this forward a little bit more. So there was a break of structure right over here in the market, right there for us. And this is where we would be in our trade entry. Again, we would have been in from here. Our stop loss would have been over here, or 10 more pips higher, or 15 pips, depending on what you're looking for. Over here, we can see stop hunt 2 has actually initiated, but we can see there's an extension in the market. So again, we are waiting for this to turn blue, which it has turned blue. So it would either be blue or 0 in the color you're looking for. We can actually see this at the moment. We can see price actions also retested this break of structure area here, you would have had all of this lighting up for you on the dashboard over here. So you'd have, again, either a blue, 0 or a 1, ready for you to be able to take your trade entry. You can clearly see on price action when the chart has broken. And again, the EA would only take it if price action has broken that level, telling us there was a break of structure. Again, you can see here straight away, look what happened. Boom. As soon as you've seen that big break of structure, this has turned to a 0. I can't make this up, guys and girls. This is what I've been working on in the last couple of weeks and what we've been getting coded. There's so much lines of coding that's been added to this indicator setup. So you can see here straight away, you would have been in that trade from this entry. Again, you had a retest to this area, which is fantastic. If you're looking for your take profit levels, you already know what to do. 142 pips for TP1. So your TP1 would be here and your TP2 would be 284 pips, which would be down here around this area here, which is perfect for you. Again, you can draw lines there. You can write it down. You can take a note of it. Everybody should have a trading journal anyway. So you could do whatever you need to do with that. Remember, the trade is not going to move in 1 second. So you've got more than enough time to break this information down. This is a video, so I'm going a bit fast, but you have time to break this down. And now we're just waiting to see what actually happens with price action. So our change of character would have been there in the market. Let's just see what happens as we move price forward. And there you go. You can already see that the change of character has been broken. Again, this would have updated for you. Our TP2 was around this area here. So that's where we're waiting for price action to go to, being a brand new Neo trade, not a re-entry, which would have been a day trade. This is a swing trade. Let's just move it a bit more faster for us and see what happens. So our TP1 was definitely hit. Let's just see if our TP2 gets hit. And I believe it's right there. So let's just zoom out, move this back a bit. And we're very close to our TP2, as we can see here. So this is how it works, guys and girls. It's very, very simple. It's not hard. You can see all you're waiting for is your trend to establish. You want price action to go into your liquidity area / supply demand zone, or at least very close to that liquidity area. Sometimes it might not go exactly past the liquidity area. Sometimes it breaks it and then gives you your entry, which is even better because you can clearly see that they've grabbed the liquidity. And then now we're just simply just waiting for our break of structure, which on the 15-minute time frame was right over here, our first entry, and we'll take the trade like that. And like I said, again, you can just switch on the auto trading, which would have a setting for you to be able to take your break of structure retest, your change of character, or your change of character retest. You could set the EA to be able to do that. And again, to work out your take profit levels, it's just right here for you. You just know 141 pips from my entry, my initial entry here on the 15-minute time frame is TP1. TP2 would be 283 pips, again from my initial entry on the 15-minute time frame. Now what I'm going to do is just show you a recap on EuroCAD, which was in the last video, and that actually went to about TP 1.5, I believe. Let me just show you where it is now. And here is EuroCAD. So remember, we had an entry just like over here in the market. The liquidity zone, again, like I said, has been grabbed here. We can see right over here, there was a 15-minute entry at this point here. And again, I've shown that in the previous video. And where did price action close from this Friday? So this is 380 pips, guys and girls. This is a Neo trade, and this was a brand new Neo trading setup. So I can't make it up. Like I keep saying to you time and time again, this indicator works, the strategy works. You've even seen me prove it to you. This is not even the completed version of the dashboard or indicator. We're still at about 60%. So if you do want to get involved in this whole project, remember, it's a limited time only, and it is 100 GBP. That's for lifetime access with all of the VIP services that you can currently see on the screen. With this trade setup, I was also able to pass a My Forex Funds Phase 2 challenge account, and now that's a live account. And I've also managed to pass a 5K Phase 1. So hopefully I'm able to pass Phase 2 on that 5K account as well, using these same types of Neo, day or swing setups. And I hope you all get involved. Remember, once this indicator is completed, it will be a monthly subscription. So you want to make sure you get in now and become an investor. This indicator is looking to be finished hopefully by the end of this month, if there are no coding issues. And and if not, it still will be very, very soon. So do not waste time. I'm making constant videos based on this so people have the chance to become a lifetime member for a reasonable price. As you can see, it's worth its weight in pips because it's doing what we've been seeing over how many weeks now. I can keep going, and this is why I call it the circle of pips, in terms of you can do this all year round. So guys and girls, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. It's your boy Big John. If you want to get into any of my services or you want to inquire about this, all my information is in the description below. Telegram and Discord, all in the description below. Hit me up. It's your boy Big John, and I'm out. Peace.
Started from the bottom like Drake. Got that young moolah, but I learned my mistakes. Climbing up the ladder, gotta watch out for the snakes. If you wanna be the boss, then you have to delegate.